Well, what's really fascinating, one of the things that I've really been looking forward to about this conversation is I've interviewed before a chief people officer who had a PhD, and his thesis was on connecting the dots that we all know to be true, that if we have engaged employees, we have a much better chance of having engaged customers. If we have engaged customers, we have a much better chance of growth and revenue expansion. We know that to be true, but he proved it. And I thought it was just fascinating. So the fact that you're paired together as the chief customer officer and the chief business officer, you're bringing some of the high performance teams and people and engaged, that's what powers every business. Amazon knows that. You're doing that at Marley Spoon. So it leads me to our first question, because there's a part of it that sounds very known and understandable, and there's a part of it that has an element of surprise, and it's about building loyalty through consistency and surprise. So we all know that we have to be consistent with our brands. Our brands are a trust mark, and we can't break that trust. We have to be consistent in how we go out and deliver it in the marketplace. What do you mean by surprise and the balance of consistency and surprise? Because you put those two together and you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, look, very good and relevant question, especially in the case of Marley Spoon, because Marley Spoon is currently a meal kit and food solution provider. Obviously, we constantly work on enriching this portfolio and promise and offer to the customer. But our core main product at the very moment, both with our brand Marley Spoon and our brand Dinnerly, to provide weeknight cooking solutions for our customers in a form of a meal kit. And these two brands are serving different type of customer groups, but this is the main thing what we offer and what we sell, which basically means that we offer for our customers a subscription for a weekly delivery, and customers, of course, can order multiple times for different setups. I mean, they can order for 2 people twice per week, or they can order for 4 people, depending what are their actual circumstances, and with a continuously enriched range of products. So we have already products even beyond the meal kit, like marketplace and other type of items what they can add. But the core thing, just answering your question, is about the subscription. So we have to have a reliable delivery and a reliable cooking experience and a reliable box and a reliable customer service, so that customers want to put that money from their wallet every single week to this product. And this willingness to repurchase, what we actively also measure in our case to ensure that when it's about the customer insights and guiding metrics of customer insights, to really understand how far they are with that motivation upon getting a box, upon cooking the meal, because each and every touch point of this experience is influencing that willingness to return to us next week. And therefore, again, answering your question, for us it's totally core that this base promise is always fulfilled. I need to say that on an individual level, unfortunately, because so many factors are there influencing this experience. Obviously, there might be factors outside of our influence. It's in capabilities like delivery, companies, weather-related issues. So anything and everything what might happen in the world, and even if we deliver 100% and the customer service is top-notch, there are still some factors which might unfavorably influence this experience. But the intention is from our end, without any failure, deliver on this base promise. And whenever we try to surprise or being personal or utilize all of that knowledge we have about individual customers, ultimately is coming on the top or should come to the top. So the two things are not working in isolation or standalone. So we might beautifully surprise the customer with some new offer or with a personal touch, but we might very much surprise on our end, learning that there is no interest to listen to that offer or for that conversation, because they had, for example, 2 negative experience in a row, and even if they didn't place a complaint, the experience was not optimum. So why should they trust? So I think the two things are going hand in hand. And for us is also crucial, therefore, that we find ways to learn about all of these at the right time and in the right form of data, which could be anecdote, could be a data signal, could be anything, and utilize all of that data for the customer's benefit. And of course, in this sense, also for our benefit. And everything we do, especially in the customer insights part, in the data part, are related to this, understanding who our customers are, understanding what are they doing, why are they doing, when are they doing, and building strong processes, even mechanism that whatever we detect is immediately triggering next process step for the benefit of the customer experience.